Hi, guys. It's Teacher Maggie. Today, we're going to talk about the dynamic mind strength. The dynamic mind strength kind of comes across as like an intuitive sense, a sixth sense almost, they call it, because it's not something you can see as much as you can feel. You get a gut feeling about something. What's happening is your brain is looking and automatically picking up different information and data and things from your environment and coming to a conclusion. A lot of times, this really comes across as empathy in people. Listen to Barbara Cochran. She says when she walks in a room, if there is one person having a bad day, she can feel them. She can feel their heaviness, their anxiety, and she can look around the whole room of people and know just who is having a hard time that day. That's empathy. And that's her dynamic mind strength that can help point that out. She says she's a master at knowing who is being authentic, right? Who is being true? And when you're in business, this is very important. Are people being honest with you? Are they who they are presenting themselves to be? And so that's great in business and in relationships. And this is something that maybe you feel you have like a special intuition towards people or problem solving. I see this in myself. Like I like to do puzzles, like regular, like build a picture out of little pieces. And like I'll look at the box. I always look at the box, like, oh, that's a shape I need. And it amazes me every single time. I look down and oh, there's the piece. Put it in. Then I look at the box. Oh, there's the piece. Put it in. Like it shouldn't be this easy. And I love doing puzzles. But that always amazes me that I'm like, whoa, there's something that's kind of not normal here. I think it's okay to not be normal sometimes, right? There's a lot of advantages to our dyslexia. Even still, I'm stumbling upon my own advantages all the time. And then even when I see I'm struggling with something and I remind myself, oh, well, that's just dyslexia. It still makes it easier for the struggle. I was spelling the other night in front of my husband, and I was like, for a second, I was like, oh, I feel embarrassed. I was like, no, it's just my dyslexia, whatever. That's cool. It's just a small part of me, but then dyslexia has a huge part of my strengths and my abilities. So pretty amazing. So Barbara Cochran is one of 10 children in her family. I know, right? Quite a few. And in her family, 3 of them have dyslexia, and 7 of the kids are like brilliant book whizzes, like school was easy, straight A's without even trying type students. It is just such a big difference. And so it's hard to grow up in the shadow of the kids that it was really easy. It's pretty common. It's actually really common to have siblings with dyslexia. But if you have one child with dyslexia and maybe you have a sibling who doesn't have dyslexia, I've seen this over time in kids that I've worked with for a long time. Say we have a student that has dyslexia and maybe their older sibling does not. The older sibling has it so easy in school. They never really have to learn how to stress and work hard and push themselves, you know. And then the student with dyslexia, right from day one, if they're going to make it an inch, they've got to stress, they've got to work hard, they've got to just really commit themselves and focus and just really dig deep, right? And so between these two siblings, like in life, at some point, whether it's high school or college, it's going to get hard, right? The at school at some point will get hard, or maybe life will get hard. A job will be hard. Who's going to know how to respond when it gets hard? The one who's always had it easy? See, what I see many, many times is kids that have always had it easy. And then they get to like high school and they finally have a really hard class, or in college, they get a hard class. They don't know what to do. They've never failed before. They've never had to really push themselves and stretch themselves. And then it's really a struggle for these kids that were just so smart and it was so easy all through elementary school and junior high, high school, and then maybe in college. I was like, oh, I don't know how to fail. I don't know how to get a bad grade. And like, maybe I should give up. I see it. But I see dyslexic students. They learned how to fail right from kindergarten, right? When like, what letter was that again? I don't remember. Right? So if you learned how to struggle, you learned how to fail. When things are hard in high school, that's okay. They've always been hard. If you decide to go on and get your master's and your doctorate and it's really hard, that's okay. Things have always been hard and you know how to work with that. You know how to fail at something, but then try again and not give up. And that is such a quality that you have and that you're lucky to have.